I hope it doesn't do that again. Lightning just struck really close and just out of nowhere. The wind started picking up. I don't know if you hear the thunder now in the background. That hasn't happened to me in a long time. That got my attention. It was real calm. All of a sudden the wind started picking up and picking up. And scattered thunderstorms supposed to be in the area. And here we go again, another round of rain. If this keeps up, but we had this in the last video too, didn't we? If this keeps up, if this weather pattern keeps up, where we're getting scattered rain or scattered thunderstorms like every day, it's gonna be hard to get anything outside, much of anything outside done. I don't know. Yes, you get to go with me today. Yes, you get to go. So you get to go with me today. It's all good. At first I thought Google Maps was having a bad day. I know about where we're going, and I don't get down to this area too much. But I'm thinking, where are you taking me? Then I remember there was some road construction in the area, so this is probably the fastest way, considering that. They're cutting us through some little residential area. There is a couple major projects going on in the area, so we're going to avoid those today. We're going to two Army Corps of Engineer facilities today. One of them I know has camping, and the other one I do not think it does, but I think there is some really cool stuff to see at the second one. So we're going to go anyway. The reason is I want to scout out some camping here for future reference. Well, this is pretty woodsy, huh? We have camped back here one time, about 7 years ago, I'm thinking. I want to re-familiarize myself with it. More about that when we get down here. What? It says we're somewhere. This is Loyalhanna Lake. The lake and boat launch are open. Some folks down here, some staff down here mowing. Well, I don't think it's staff. They subcontract that stuff out. Alright, where are we at here? Oh, they've changed things a little bit, as I expected they would have. There used to be the, kind of like Crooked Creek. That's our nearest Army Corps of Engineer facilities, and it's the cheapest because, it's closest and cheapest because they don't have hookups. They don't have pot, electric, or water. This place does. It's a little bit more money. The booth used to sit here where you'd get your ticket, like Crooked Creek. They've changed it over the years. It used to be grab the envelope, you know, put your checker money in it, and put it in the slot. Now it's all online now, so that booth is gone. You just relax, girl. Let me go back in here a little bit. This area is more out in the wide open, plenty of sunshine and open space. And then when we get back, there's a real wooded area too. It still has hookups back in the woods. I'm not sure if it's, I forget, I'll have to look into that, whether it's just restrooms or restrooms and showers. It'd be nice information to have. Look at this, and then all of a sudden you just go into the wooded area. Okay, this is pretty nice. I mean, it's really nice wooded spots. I really like this back here. Hang on, we're gonna get out here in a second. Yes, dogs must be on a leash. And I forgot her retractable one. We always keep a basic one in every vehicle, just in case I do forget. I still have something along. All right. What I'm kind of looking here for is, you know, it's one thing if you just come camping by yourself. It's another if you're camping with somebody, with another vehicle. It's nice to maybe eye up a couple of spots. That's kind of what I'm doing here. Y'all know this time of year back in Pennsylvania, I sometimes camp with my buddy Russ, and it's nice to find a couple of spots that are just really maybe more convenient to each other than some places you go, you feel like you know, you gotta take a hike or take a ride, you know, to go visit. Bell's got me. Hang on. Okay. Bell's all kind of wound up. Oh, this particular site has double picnic tables. Wonder why. It's nice that they have it's like on a deck, nice level deck, fire pit down there. Some sites do only have electricity, and I think these sites are $24 a night. And if you have the ones that has the also has the water spigot, it's only $2 more. It's $26 a night. At least that's the way it was a couple years ago. I don't know if they've had a price increase here or not. We're gonna find that information out too at some point. But that's not bad for having hookups, or at least power. Yeah, I really like these spots down here. Just a minute, we just came past them. I'll have to ask I wonder what their policy is. This is big enough, we could probably share a site. That'd be okay. This is one of my favorite sites. It's really, you know, there's a site down there, but this is you know, for loaning it if you're just out here by yourself. It's really wooded over to the next site, and here, well, the next site's over. That's it's I don't know, it's somewhat feel kind of secluded from other sites. It's just handy, you know, when you back in. This one's set up right. Where we parked the car at is like exactly backwards. Yeah, back in here in your picnic table, and then fire rings off here to the right off your entrance side. Yeah, this is a nice Bella. Hang on. We're gonna take a ride back here through the loop, see what else we can find. Right now it looks like those first spots we looked at over there, where you can be a little more friendlier, you know, next door neighbors if you're with somebody. Or this big giant site, you can share it. All right, let's get up here to the car. See, this site's all backwards. Okay, this is one way coming through, like the way the car is facing, and as usual, the power would be on the driver's side, rear. So you pull up in here. Now everything's backwards. Okay, out your entrance door you have the road. In the non-entrance door you have the fire pit and the picnic table. You'd have to go you'd have to walk out around your vehicle over. So I mean, if your cord's long enough, you could pull in. I guess you could turn around against the one way. If your cord's long enough, run it, you know, run it back and have your door facing this way. You might need an extension cord to do it that way. But what a nice little yard like back in there. Okay, it's no longer one way here. I think we can, yeah, we can go right here. All right, yeah, none of these, once you turn right and come back this way, there's no more water or electric. We can't, the one time we did camp back here, oops, let me put the camera the right way. I mean, these are very nice, secluded, you know, private spots. I like it. Nice pull-through site over there. A view of the lake way down in there. Bella's still down. She's like, I want to get out and run, be a maniac. this site here is really like all to its own down here. Out here at the end of the loop, and there is like nothing. Just a nice area. I think this site up here is where we camped at when the one time we was here. It has a reserve thing in it. Oh, I know it is. Yeah, about 7 years ago. As a matter of fact, this is the spot we camped where I made my very first video. So it had to have been August 2017. A very awkward video with extremely poor audio, wind noise, and it just yeah, don't go watch that. All right, hang on. The reason I want to check this out, not only is it an Army Corps thing and reasonably priced, it's like halfway between, you know, where Russ hangs out this part of the year, back visiting family and friends, and about halfway between his area and my area. So, and yes, I'm gonna stop and get some water while we're here too. That was part of the mission all along. That's a 7-gallon container. That'll take a few. Yeah, this may be one of their best spots. One of their best big old pull through. Actually, when you come around through that first loop where it's one way, you come out directly into this. You could fit a very large motorhome or fifth wheel, you know, just on out that way. Get your front yard here, yeah, about your entrance side. Picnic table and fire ring all handy, and water and electric on the left. This is the ideal spot for a big rig. Let me finish this one up and we'll get out of here. I don't know if there's anything else here. Maybe on the way out. We'll see. Oh, I think that weighted the little car down a little bit. It's just a little Ford Fiesta. All right, the second place we're going to go to, and again, we'll see, we'll look a little bit on the way out here, but the other place we're going to go to, I'm pretty sure it doesn't have any camping, not even tent camping or hike in, hike out sort of. I don't think there's any camping at all there, I don't think, but like I said, there's some interesting things there. If you're a fan of the rails to trail system, the hiking, you know, the walking, hiking, biking trails. Some of them are pretty scenic and have some interesting history going on there. So structures. What am I getting around to, Dave? Hang on, we'll go. Just as he's pulling out, I noticed this very next spot here too is very big rig friendly. Same thing, power and water, and you have the picnic table and fire ring on the correct side. Very roomy. And out here in the open where we leave at, of course, it's more that's more big rig friendly too, I suppose, with, you know, what you'd expect from, you know, campground, I guess. I guess that's about it, except for a couple of these spots here are, you know, out here in the open too, also would have a nice view of the lake, any activities going on there. You know, people ski or fish, or there's a beach down there for swimming. A nice pavilion here with some grills, and there's power there too. Dumpster, and we just passed the dump station, so it's, I mean, it's all in all, it's a pretty nice facility. So all right, so I'm refamiliarized with it. I think if Russ and I decide to come out camping this way, yeah, meet halfway sort of thing, I get an idea where to make reservations at. That's it. Fellas up there are keeping the place nice and tidy. Yep, pretty woodsy area. Yep, it's a pretty rural, woodsy area. Snake it all through these hills and valleys. Now, out here at the end of the road, there's something out here that's kind of sad. It's enough to make anybody sad. You know what that building is? You want to know what that building is? Okay. See what it says up on top. Ice cream. Okay. It's a defunct ice cream stand. Isn't that? It's all overgrown. It's been closed. It's all overgrown. Isn't that sad? Oh, check this thing out. It kind of fascinates me somehow. It needs a total restoration. That's pretty cool. There is some interesting, or I should say, interesting to some. There's some railroad history in the area. That's probably our first little thing. Not a big deal. It's kind of the first sign of, I know it comes through this area. We're almost there. Now, okay, there's the dam over there. We might go on the way back out. We might stop. I think there's an area down in here you can park and maybe view the outflow area. We'll see, but I'm not promising anything there. We might. What I want to see is further down in here. There's a canoe and kayak launch down here, and some other cool stuff. Just wait, we're almost there. You'll see. All right, we're entering the Tunnel View Historic Site, the Indiana County Parks and Trails. All right, I'm gonna have to stick you out the window here in a second. All right, you can see through the trees there the bridge. That's our first view of it. And we might go across that bridge on foot. I don't know yet. Hang on, let's actually we might go, maybe that's the one we might go across in the car actually. Oops. Wow. We're gonna follow this around and see what happens. Okay, that up there is the new railroad bridge, and that stone one back there is the old railroad bridge. Actually, I stopped the car. I needed to get out and check this out. I'm pretty sure we're gonna go across that in the car. And on the way out, we might stop and just get a little closer up, walk around the base of those, the bridge there. I think it's, yeah, I think we can go across that bridge, and I think there's this is my first time here, so excuse me. And I think there's a parking area over on the other side. I love old stone structures. They are just it's really cool. How's that? We're going with really cool. And this is part of the West Penn Trail system, so gotta watch out for hikers and bikers. Now, car traffic, you can only go so far, I'm sure. I need a picture. I need a picture of us going across this magnificent bridge with a Focus, or with the what am I driving? the Fiesta. So check this out. We just come across a bridge, and it went directly into this tunnel. We have to stop here. The Bow Tunnel. Go ahead, you might as well drink. Might as well drink out of the puddle. I didn't bring you anything. You're on your own. We'll have to go down to the river, or you'll have to drink mud puddles. That's okay, I'm a dog. I don't mind. I like drinking out of puddles. All right, the Bow Tunnel, built in 1907. Probably one of them deals where you can pause this or something. Or maybe quickly. Wait, in 1950, when the Conemaugh Dam was being built, these tracks were relocated onto the street bridge above to elevate the road a bit above water, and the flood control reservoir located on the other side of the hill. Huh. Oh, the tunnel is plugged with a concrete stopper 2 feet thick, which prevents the lake from emptying through the drain pipe, and so bypassing the flood control dam. So, I guess when it floods, really? Do you see how far down over that river is? The Conemaugh River? For it to come up this high to where it would go through the tunnel? Wow. That's kind of amazing. This is really cool that they left section of the track just for historical reasons. It's a nice big tunnel. So, if they weren't here, you might guess, okay, a train went through here. Okay, but you know, that's proof that it was a double track tunnel. It's that big. And it's always nice to see the keystone intact up there. It says 1907. I think above that it says it was built by, what, the A.C. Shand, chief engineer of the McNamara and Sims contractors. Yeah. Well, it's a shame. Looks like it's holding up pretty well. If it wasn't for the flood, you know, the flood control thing, maybe this would be open to, as part of the trail, the hiking and biking system, as many are. We're going to move on to some others in the area that have been, what do you say, improved, even electricity with lights in it. Unfortunately, this isn't one of those. Man, I wish I had this giant spotlight. I know it's too dark. Way back in there, I can see. I can kind of make out where it's been concreted. That's pretty awesome. I left the tracks in here though. So it is. What do you think, Bella? Chance for you to get out and do some sniffing around. Huh? No, we can't go in though. No, we won't be going in there. Let's see, I'm sure there's a lock. There's a pin. There's a lock there. Huh. Pretty cool stuff. I love this sort of thing. I really, really do. Yeah, from tunnels and bridges, stonework. Huh. Well, now what? Now what are we gonna do? There's actually a second tunnel up here. I think it preceded this one. I think it's lesser known. We're gonna move the car over to the parking area because we might leave it for a little bit and just take a little walk up around the bend here. Okay, now that your paws are all dirty, okay, you can trash the car some more. All right, we're parked over there. That other person's probably either hiking or maybe down over the hill fishing, be my guess. This area is restricted to vehicles with disability permits only. So we don't have one of those, so we're going on foot. And this tunnel should actually be very easy to find because we have some clues over here down in the river. And those clues are right down in there. As you can see or not, there's a bridge pier there and a bridge pier over there. So an old bridge must have come across right over here somewhere. We'll just get ourselves in alignment. Here we go. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's look up here a little bit better. Love the old stonework. So we should be right over there. So this is also called the Bow Tunnel. This is probably the original I bet this is the original one. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh, this one was built in 1864. Yes, it definitely preceded the other tunnel. 1854, this line was begun as a Northwestern Railroad. Huh. It was to be the main line from Philadelphia to Chicago, bypassing Pittsburgh. Following bankruptcy and a panic of 1857, the line was reorganized as the West Penn Railroad and was completed when the Civil War ended. The tunnel was plugged with a concrete stopper 20 feet thick. Did I misread the other sign? That prevents the lake at the other end of this tunnel from emptying through this, they call it drain pipe, and so bypassing the flood control dam. Well, here's a picture of it. Okay, there's a pier. A pier. And don't know which end we're at. Who knows where the picture was taken from. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Wow. Yeah, this one's been around. Been around a while. You got some failure here. Wow. That up in there. I don't know if you can see that up in there. That's really eroded away and it's collapsed, come down in here. Same on this side a little bit. And you can see some failure up there. Huh. And the keystone does not have the date on it. And I can see how the how at the end here, how the rocks that make the curvature and the face rocks are flush. And the further up you go, you can tell those upper rocks are being pushed out. I can kind of see the gap and along there. So, huh. You know, if they'd excavate some of that dirt, you know, off the top of there and relay them stones back in there, they could fix it. Oh, if it wasn't for the lake, wouldn't that be nice if this was open? But, you know, there's Army Corps of Engineers has these flood control dams, and without them, there are years where, boy, it makes a mess for people and for towns. They put them there for a reason. Now, this still says, okay, the West Penn Trail. This goes down over. This road goes down over to this side of the dam and a little hydro area down here. This is the West Penn Trail, continues up here. Again, vehicles with permits only. This goes up, way up. I checked it out on the maps. And then it goes up the hill some more. And then finally you start down over the side where there's another bridge on that first tunnel. That first tunnel goes through that bridge. Now, if you do ride this all out, I think the other bridges are also passable. The bridges have been improved for rail trail use, but the tunnels are out of the question. What do you think about that? What do you think about that, girl? Anyway, you all know, those of you that's been with the channel for a while, you know I'm just kind of a railroad, a fan of old railroad stuff and the architecture of stone structures and bridges and railroads. So that's just one of my favorite kind of things. So, I don't know what we're gonna do now. We're gonna stop back down below here for a minute before we get out of here for the day. I'm gonna try to get back to the garage and mow some grass today before thunderstorms move in late this afternoon. See, I can get a little bit of grass cut today, but we're gonna stop down here. Here's the map. Oh, yeah, the shade is kind of messing with us here. We came down, and that's where we went under that one bridge, and we come across the bridge, and then we're here at the parking area. This is where that tunnel, that first tunnel was at. So it goes through, it comes out this side, and across that bridge, and the West Penn Trail continues. That's why I said that other path, yeah, the vehicle restriction thing up here by the second tunnel, you could go up here, and I mean, you could also bike it or hike it, and then it comes down the other side. It actually goes across the tunnel and back down here, which I'm sure you could view the other end of this tunnel. So it doesn't even show the older 18, when was that? 1867 or something. It doesn't even show that other tunnel, the old original tunnel that predated this one. Bow Ridge. Huh. Okay. Alright, my last look here. So, come out of the tunnel, across this bridge. I can't imagine the Conemaugh River getting up as high as this bridge is. That river is seriously down over there. Well, when we was at the bottom, I mean, you looked up, you seen how tall this was. Can you imagine this getting this, that water being this high? That's crazy. Well, actually, it's high on the other side. Remember, the dam's up there, so it backs up. The other end would be the high water side that's above the dam. So it doesn't get up to this bridge, but it would be gushing. The water got high. My seatbelt. It would be gushing out of those tunnels. Interesting. All right, we have to go up here first because I like when they different parts in the area. There's different areas where they have a water line marker, and up there was a bad flood in 1936. One of the record floods in the area. There's different towns around that there'll be a building in town and you'll see the flood line markers. There was another bad one like another 1972. I don't think it topped the it didn't beat the 1936 flood. But imagine all the water being up as high from way down there. No wonder they built the flood control system. Huh. I think, yeah, this is the kayak launching area. Take the steps or get on the ramp. Fella would so love to go in there and just wait around here where it's shallow. She don't like going in far where it's deep. She don't want to. She can swim, but she doesn't care to. she just like to go and wait around. The old versus not as old. That one's been around a while too, so but not that long. All right, this will put it in perspective a little bit too. There's that pier up there that went into the original tunnel upstream a little bit, and then this is the lower tunnel, the 1907. What is that? The 18 was it? I forget what it was now. Is it 1857 or 1867? I'm thinking the original tunnel, and then later the 1907 tunnel on the other side of that bridge. I'm almost out of battery. So we better wrap this up. Mission accomplished, I guess. I got to do a little reconnaissance work for the campground, and I finally made it out here. It's not too far. It's only probably not even an hour from, you know, you ever been in one of those areas, live in your own area, and there's some things not too far away that you've just never been to. That's what this has been to me. It's not far, and it's just kind of a cool rail trail. There's some over my way that I've used them, but I've never come out to this one before. So, and I don't have a bike rack on the Fiesta yet. That'd be nice. Or on the van. We're gonna get, oh, maybe we'll hear something from the van later today, if it's ready yet or not yet. Get a bike rack on it. This would be nice to take the an e-bike on, or even a pedal bike. We'll work on that, okay? we'll get there. So that's gonna be it now. For my battery shuts me down here. I'll see you next time. I left my phone laying on the car. No, we haven't pulled out yet. I got in here and I'm looking for my phone. I'm like, where's my phone? I'm not leaving until I have my phone. So got out. There it was on the roof of the car. Could have drove away with it up there, but I didn't. I got my phone. I'll see it. Yeah, I see it too. With what battery is left, here's the dam.